Now let's go on to your game. Penn State, Ohio State.
Oh,
now,
boy.
you want to talk about making my eyes bleed, having to watch your Nittany Lions play Illinois last week in what is now being called 9 No, I'm not holding on. I'm going to keep going because I had to sit there and watch that in 9 overtimes. That was as bad an offensive game as I could see.
Told me you weren't watching the game.
2-point conversion. I had to sit there for hours
told me you weren't going to watch the game.
And hours and watch that. It was horrific. Now, here comes Penn State, who couldn't score last week. Now they get Ohio State. Can they stop Ohio State?
No.
The Buckeyes are rolling now a little bit. They got this offense thing maybe figured out. C.J. Stroud is throwing it well. They've covered in 4 straight games. Ohio State has. I know their opponents haven't been very good in those 4, but outscored them 231-44. The Buckeyes have in their last 4. That offense is clicking. How does Penn State stop the receivers for Ohio State? Wilson and Olave. Give me the case for your Buckeyes because I'm having a hard time making it.
You said give me a case for your Buckeyes. You're right.
For your Nittany Lions.
No,
See,
it was a little Freudian slip. I see what you're doing.
Take the Buckeyes. Lay the chalk here, too.
I see what you're doing. My Buckeyes. They are my Buckeyes this week. Listen, you told me last week you weren't going to watch the game. You pretended like you didn't even know that Penn State was playing on the show. You're like, oh, they got a game. Who's nobody's watching that game. You're right. Nobody was watching it until they do this overtime. And then nobody even knew that the overtime after 2 overtimes was just 2-point conversions. So it's not really overtime. It's let's load up on a 2-point conversion. They had to go 9 deep. They set back football 30 years. They can't get 2 yards. Like run the ball. Like they do these fake plays. Clifford dropped the ball. I'm getting texts. Me and Newbie are out to pick the kid up at the airport. We're driving. They're like, Penn State's going to lose. I said, this can't be. We walked in the 4th overtime and got to sit there and joyously, not really joyously, but watch it together. I got up, walked out of the room. Middle consig said, don't talk to daddy, to the little consig. Let him go for a little bit. Penn State just lost. So everyone knew. Now we get this game. It opened 15. It's already 18 and a half. The market knows, you know, and now I know. Penn State ain't got a prayer in this game. I don't know. Again, when you look at the big spread, you always look at how many points are the dog going to score. We're at home against Illinois. Couldn't score more than 16 points with 9 overtimes, conversions, this and that. Something broken with the Penn State offense. Not going to be good. Ohio State has punished teams that can't score. Again, 18 is a big number, but by kickoff, 20 is going to be bigger. I think you got to bet this now. This is going to close closer to 20. 60 is the total. I hope Ohio State don't hang a 50 burger on Penn State because that's going to be ugly. That's not going to be good.
I agree with you there. We have no argument. Ohio State's defense playing better. They made those changes in personnel. And is Penn State distracted? Is James Franklin going to be there? He's switching agents mid-season.
Pushing him out.
Going? I mean, Franklin might be putting together his interview book for USC or for LSU. He might forget that they're playing Ohio State. I don't know what the Nittany Lions are doing, but it's not winning this game. Give me the Buckeyes. Thank you.
You're making me mad. Now these people are asking Mike Tomlin, a Steeler coach, too. Oh, where you going to USC? Because Franklin may not go. Like, what's going on with these people? Asking all my team coaches when they're leaving right in the middle of the season.
But here's what you found out about that. You want to know how to answer that question when you're not leaving? You answer it like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin's not leaving the Steelers for USC. I don't know who thought he was in the first place. That's how you answer a question. I have not heard that out of James Franklin's mouth. And then I see him switching agents. Why are you doing that if you're not leaving jobs? That's not. There's 2 ways to handle the situation. One of them handled it perfectly. The other is not, in my opinion. If you're staying, if you're leaving, okay, Franklin's handled it the way he should. Get a new agent, leave. Team's falling apart, can't score, can't get any offense, play 112 overtimes, can't score.
Newbie, you
want me to move on?
No, I want Newbie to jump in here real quick because we had this same discussion. And Newbie, show your face if you can. You're doing play-by-play of games in Pennsylvania. Tell me a little bit about the recruiting class that you told me about.
So I feel like the next 2 years is a terrific class that James Franklin has put together. Now, I didn't know about the whole entire changing of the agent and everything. I don't really read the tea leaves that much in college football, but they have a terrific running back in Nick Singleton that's coming in. Right after they signed him, they got a 5-star recruit back from Alabama. So the backfield is great. And they have a great quarterback from Central York High School, Bo Prabula, 6'2", 215, can run, can move. His floor is Clifford. His ceiling is the best quarterback that Penn State's had in a long time.
Ever.
So if that recruiting class can keep him around, that's why I think Franklin will stay. But that changes into the agent, Brad Howe. Whew, that's a good pull out of you. That worries me a little.
You got my guy Jawan Sider there at Penn State. That's a recruiting guy, bringing all those guys in. Let me ask you this: you think James Franklin can find a running back or a quarterback in LA? Can he go to California and find maybe a guy that can run the football, or a guy? Can he go down to Louisiana and find a quarterback or a running back? I mean, recruiting is what he does.
Something, Dave.
He'll recruit wherever he is.
He's got a point, Dave.
All right.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.